my bookitarians, it's your girl, the Biblio Geek, and here I am today with a short book review or book talk about two books that I've read recently that I think you may enjoy. The Death of Vivek Oji. This is one. The Death of Vivek Oji by Akwake Emezi. And I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please drop it in the comments. The second book that I wanted to tell you about today is The Majesties by Tiffany Tao, or is it Sao? Once again, if you know how to pronounce her last name, please put it in the comments. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get started with The Death of Vivek Oji. It's about a family in Nigeria. It starts at the end, okay, and then it goes back and kind of walks you through the series of events that lead to Vivek Oji's death. So what happens is Vivek is the son. One day the mother opens the door to her house and she finds her son wrapped in traditional Nigerian fabric. Okay, so she finds him dead and wrapped in this traditional Nigerian fabric. And so the rest of the book is really about what happened that led up to his death. And it's also about secrets, not necessarily family secrets. Well, it is about family secrets and internal secrets and living your truth. So Vivek has a really close relationship with a cousin of his named Osita, and he and Osita they grew up as best friends and it's sometimes rivals, but they loved each other. And Vivek has a secret that Osita kind of helps him hide, but it goes a little deeper than that. But ultimately you find out what happened to Vivek at the end. It's extremely well written. It was a smooth read. It was not one of those books where you have to go back like, wait, who is she talking about? Or you run into something that doesn't make sense. There is a lot of Nigerian, and I don't want to say Nigerian because that's too vague. It's too broad of a term to describe the language that's used in the book. Every so often there is a word or a term that's used that is from a traditional language. So fair warning for that. But this was a great book. I read it in lightning speed. It was a quick read because of the way she writes. It's very smooth, like I said, no hitches, anything like that. So I really did enjoy this book. Okay, so get your hands on this one. Also, this one, The Majesties, this was an interesting premise. So it's about a Chinese Indonesian family, very wealthy family, living in Indonesia. The main characters in this book are two sisters, Gwendolyn and Estrella. What happens is at the beginning of the book, we learn that one of the sisters has poisoned the entire family at a family gathering. And they have all died except for one sister, which is Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn is in a coma through the duration of the novel. She's in a coma and she's narrating from her coma. Okay. And so she starts to talk about the family. This was a fascinating book. It really was good. She starts to talk about the family history, how they built their wealth, and her relationship with her sister. And then, she talks about this aunt that disappears, who breaks away from the family. She's kind of like a rebel, black sheep of the family, and how her and her sister always looked up to this aunt. So there's this whole side plot of her and her sister. This is way before the poisoning and everything, but her and her sister trying to find this aunt and reconnect with her, because the family had been telling her, members of the family had been telling them that she had died, but they find out that's not true. So that's just one of the side plots, but there are so many stories that all lead up to why the sister poisoned the family. And The Majesties, the title refers to, how do I explain this? Because this was so different from anything I had ever read, but one of the sisters is a scientist. She studies insects. She also is in the fashion industry, so she has figured out a way to make bugs, live bugs, into jewelry. So she does this thing with bugs, like she's figured out some kind of chemical solution that she can put on the bugs that will paralyze them, keep them alive, and then she like bejewels them and sells them as really expensive jewelry and like pendants and stuff, and they're like highly sought after by the wealthy. It's strange. But I was living for this book though. It was so good. It was really interesting, and I love this book. And this was another one that I was kind of able to get through quickly. So I think you'll enjoy it. So once again, get your hands on these books: The Majesties by Tiffany Tao and The Death of Vivek Oji by Akwake Emezi. And you guys have a great day, and I'll be back with more book reviews. Talk to you later. Bye.